Hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm doing a Lego review for you today, and it's quite an older set. I actually just randomly found it at Toys R Us and decided I'd go ahead and get it before it goes away again. It is the Hoth Echo base, and that has come out like in 2009 or something. It is set 7879 with 773 pieces, which is more than Jabba's Palace, and cheap. This one was cheaper, and it's ages 8 through 14. I price matched it on Lego.com for $89.99 at Toys R Us, and so I definitely paid. Well, no, wait. I only paid about 80 something for Jabba's Palace. It was on a price cut, and I used a gift card or something like that. Anyways. Regardless of the fact, I think this is a really cool set. I really like how they made so many Hoth-based sets, especially for the Rebels. I think it's, you could really, I think out of all of them, this is the one where you can really make the best diorama out of, towards everything. You got the Wampa Cave, some of the older sets, you got snow speeders and everything, and so it's really cool. Nonetheless, on to the minifigures, which in my opinion is the best part. So we'll just start from the end here. And I have right here Han Solo. This is the newer version of the Hoth outfitted Han Solo. His pants and torso have not changed. Neither has his face, I don't believe. But his hood is now looks furry, or more furry than it did. And you can turn his hood all the way around without it, catching on anything, which is really nice. And it comes with a little blaster, and he comes with spare hair. So when he's inside. I just wanted to kind of show, yes, it is a different face than the other one, the old version. This is the old version of Han Solo, and clearly you can't turn his head with the hood that he has on, because it is just a piece that goes in like that. No double-sided faces on these guys, but I still think I really like this new Han. I think he looks pretty good. The old one's cute too. Anyways, so there's Han. Then we have Chewbacca, and Chewbacca hasn't changed. I believe they're making a new version of him for these 2014 sets coming out, but clearly that's not here yet. So I have my third Chewbacca, and then I have two snow troopers. Yeah, shut up, Erica. I couldn't figure out what to call them. Anyways, and so I've had these before. Nothing new or special. They just have a black printed, or a black face. So there's that. I have two of those guys. And then I have a red protocol droid, and this is R3PO. He helps... No, just kidding. Never mind. Ignore that. He's in the movie. And so there's him, and it's really nice to have another protocol droid. It's really cool now that I have two, really vibrant colors. So there's R3PO. And then we're moving on to Leia, and she's got this intergalactic ice cream pop in her hand. No, I think it's just a little waver, to get the snow speeders in. But she looks really good. Her hair is really neat, just like in the movies. And her outfit is cool too. Front and back printing, just again, just like the movies. And I believe she's got two faces, an angry face. And then comparing it with my Jabba's Palace Leia, they are the same. Got their head switched, but they are the same. And so that's really cool. Next we have our medical droid 21B. And everybody knows this guy. He helps Luke in his bacta tank, and he looks really cool as a Lego. I have the vintage figure form of him, and he's awesome. But this Lego is even better. I really, really like it. And then lastly, the one I've been most anticipating is my little
Baby Luke.
Damaged Luke. Erica thinks he looks like a baby with his diaper. But it's nice. He's got front and back printing. You see those little straps to where he floats in the bacta tank, and he's all bruised. And it has the new hair piece compared to the other two hair pieces that have been made for Luke Skywalker. I think this middle one is the best. I don't know. I don't like the straight hair. It never really worked. And so I really like... This one works for episode 6, but I think this one is good for the beginning of episode 5. He's got two faces. Really quick. And then flipping his hair around. He's got that face. He's, I'm awake face. Moving on to the set. We get a snow speeder. I guess. That goes with the snow troopers. Nothing we haven't seen before, honestly. And then we get another little rapid fire weapon. Again, nothing we have not seen before. We have a Tauntaun. And this time he comes with this piece, this brick piece that goes in between, and you can also change out and put his little holster, his little seat in there for Han Solo, and put his reins in there as well. But I already have one like that, so I just put this block in him. Scooting these guys kind of away for a minute. I don't have enough table room. My box is too big. Anyways, I'm going to focus on this side right here. We have a sign at the end. Let me see if I can close this to make it a little better. There we go. Okay, and it snaps together. There's the overview of the set. So I think it looks really nice. And you get these like little danger signs or something. And these two sides can snap apart like that. And they're hinged. So you can like play with it. I think this set has quite a bit of playability. If you're up for the imagination. A couple sticker pieces. Several really. You have this thing and I have no idea what it is. So there's that. It has a sticker. And then up here you have like some cannons. And I think they look cool with their little blue missiles. So you can point those out. You have this big opening, I guess, for a snowspeeder to land in. And then you have this thing, and I think it's just a guardrail. And then moving on, you have this thing. And I couldn't figure out what it was, why it had like a leaf on it. And it's supposed to be where the Tauntaun stays. I guess that's supposed to keep him entertained, him eating the leaf. And then you can lower the gate, and you know, like Han can say, "I'll see you in hell," like, "Yah," and ride out to go find Luke. So that closes back up. You have these little lights on top. I guess they're supposed to be, you know, big old spotlights because they're kind of in a cave. And then up here you have these two buckets, these barrels, and they come off. And then we have moving on to the second piece, a big old satellite. And that turns, and my cats like to chew on it because it sticks out so much. And then we have some more sticker pieces. I think this is really cool. It's that little hologram thing of the Death Star, or the one that they're building, or something else, I don't know. And then they've got little computers back here, and there's two of them, and they match. And it comes with a swivel chair. Again, we have the little spotlights. Zooming out a little bit, you have the armory. One of my guns is about to fall off. There we go. And a little divider here. And then you have a medical bed, which spins around to a point. And then you have Luke's back to tank. And that has a sticker on top, and I'll show you how I think Luke was really, really nice. I like the way they did this one. Looks really cool. So ta-da. They have not made a set of this, you know, with Luke in the back to tank, so it's really nice to kind of have one. So that's how he looks in there. And then up top we have this funky thing, and let me move this so we can see it a little better, because it's kind of busy up there. Let me actually raise the tripod. Sorry. I don't know, I'm not the most organized when it comes to videos sometimes. Alrighty. And so then we have this like little ladder thing. And you can, you know, take your figure and he can walk here if he needs to, or up here. These are guardrails. You can see the guardrails right there. And it's kind of interesting because these actually, let's try to get it in the middle. These ladder rungs actually, it's like on a hydraulic, and they actually go down like that. And so your guy can actually climb up the ladder and reach, and then if he wants, he can bring it back up. Oops, if you don't take off the whole thing while you're doing it. That's the thing about Lego, it tends to come apart when you're moving fancy stuff like that. And this thing right in the middle, that dangly thing that slides, is supposed to hold one of these barrels here. And I guess it transports them, and so that's kind of neat. Anyways, that's that pretty much for the set. I think the price I paid was worth it. I think it has a lot of playability for a little kid, you know. I personally prefer scenes rather than ships when building Legos. I think there's, you know, just, it looks a lot cooler, and your guys aren't hidden behind a cockpit. You know, they can actually walk around, but that's just me. I've always preferred that. And so this was definitely one that I wanted to pick up. I chose this one over one of the new ones that was coming out, an Old Republic one, but it only came with, my debating was, it only came with 4 figures, and this one came with 8, and they were ones that I don't have, most of them at least, and so I went ahead, I'm like, well, since it's there at the store, I'll go ahead and get it. The new ones that just came out should be there for a while, so I won't have to worry about missing out on that one as well. And I finally got my little Luke in his Bacta tank. And that makes me happy. Okay, have a good day, guys.